Guys, my name is Michael and welcome to a new GTK tutorial. Today it is time to move on and we are going to learn some new functions which we can apply on our GTypes so that we can give or create more functionalities. So for this, at this point, we were learning the last video about GType query and the GType parent, and we know exactly what these things are doing. And of course, I forgot about the GType ensure, which we are also using, so I'm going to check it right there. So the new functions which we are going to learn are those two GType dev and GType children. Let us see what the story with those two functions is, and for this we need to find out the GType dev right here. It says a function which returns an unsigned integer, as you can see, and takes as a parameter a type and returns the depth of a type. So returns the length of the ancestry of the passed in type. This includes the type itself. This is very important for you to understand. This includes the type itself, so that for example, the fundamental types has a length of 1. So in other words, if we call this function and we save it like, for example, I already have a call of it right here, but I'm going to make a little bit changes here. So I'm going to say I'm going to declare unsigned integer, and I'm going to pass it right here just to be sure that it's working. And instead of type instance, I'm going to say GType object, just to be sure that works the way it is. And if it's true, it should return our dev. It should return at this point 1, because this is the GType object included itself. It says it should be 1. Yes, the GType is 1. Now let us check what happens, and if returns how many. Let us see. Let us check. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our GTK button has 6, with including itself, which means the dev it should be 6. Yeah, it is true. You see. So what we have here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and of course the GTK button itself. So this means we have 6 and works fine. So now we know exactly how the GType dev works, and we know how and which information we can get for it. Okay, because these things works fine, we can move to the next call, to the next function, which in this case it should be the GType children. Let us check what's the story with this one. Where is it? Right here. It says GType children returns a newly allocated and 0 terminator array of types ID, listing the child types of the type. So in other words, the parent type, it is the first one, and the location to store the length of the return array is the second one. So we need to declare this time a GType pointer. So let us work with this one. Okay, so GType pointer, I'm going to say type or whatever children type, and we are going to point it to this function. So what do we need? We need to declare a G. I'm going to copy this story right here, an unsigned integer, not a pointer. And for this, we need the first thing which we need to pass the type, which is right here, is the type which we got it from our pointer, from our button. And the second one, with help of its address, the number of the children. Now, because we call this function, let us work with it. So we are going to work with the for loop. So for I is equal to 0 and I is less than number of the children, then we can say I plus plus. At this point, we can basically get a name. So const gchar const children name or child name or whatever, and of course we need the G type name, where we are going to pass what? We are going to pass the children type I. Now because we have it, let us print it, and we are going to say children name %s new line character, and of course the children name. Now let us see what give us this function based of the type instance which we have. This will be interesting for you if you see something. Children name, we don't have a children name. Of course we don't have a children name, because let us go back a little bit. Return a newly allocated and zero terminate array for types IDs. Listen for child types of the type. We do have no child types, but who has child types? Yes, you know, GTK type container has, for example. If we pass now the GTK type container, we get some children. Yes, you see it's children with GTK bin, GTK menu shell, GTK notebook, and GTK box. If we pass, for example, GTK window, we get also some of them, like a box, for example, a bin box, a plug. Yes, we get the GTK plug. Yes, the GTK plug, and of course the longest one, GType object. This one will give you a long list because there are a lot of children based on this type. You will see. Watch. You'll see there are a lot of them. Many of the children which you need. So basically, if you search a child which comes from the GType object, you just call this function and then you check against this one if you want to find something which are interesting for you, or if you need some child which is found out inside of the G object. This is the way how you search for it. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.